Hello and welcome to Greater Restoration. Again, this is a stream benefiting Extra Life, which is a children's charity. So click on those links in the chat to see how you can donate to this great organization. I'm your game master for today, Keith, and here are some of my newest friends. Why don't you guys take some time to introduce yourselves and your characters? Let's start with Valpurga. Oh, I think you are muted.
I know. I was trying to find the mute button. That was me going, where the which one? Where? Like, did I mute it in the interface? Did I mute it in OBS? Like this thing? Where am I? Okay. Ourselves and our characters. I have understood the assignment. Hello, I am Rymasa. You can find me on Twitter at ry0masa. I am a tabletop person. I specifically do academic research into using tabletop gaming and live action role playing and video games therapeutically. That's what my schooling is functionally for. But today I get to play a thing, which is always exciting, specifically as Valpurga Lamont. And Valpurga is the kind of person who, when they say the pleasure is mine, they really mean the pleasure is ours, because it's really about the mutual exchange, the friendship we're making, the bond that you and I have now. And I'm sure for better or for worse, we'll both get something out of it. Valpurga is a spider, so the Blades in the Dark mastermind, as it is, and so it specializes in helping people accomplish things and keeping their hands as clean as possible.
Nice, thank you. Sola, please tell us a little bit about yourself and about your character, Arlen.
Sure. So my name's Solar. You know, I'm I'd say I'm fairly new-ish to D&D. It's probably over the last couple of years that I've started to do it more and more. I have DM'd some sessions. I have played some sessions. Played a lot of Pathfinder as well. So I'm very excited to be jumping in and doing this with you guys. And hopefully I'll become a better player. But today I am playing as Arlen Skelcallan. Um, so from the basically the looks of him, you'd probably get this vibe that he's maybe not probably the most trustworthy person. Maybe get the idea that he is maybe not the cleanest looking either, but looks are very deceiving, and tonight we will see that more unfold, or today I should say. And he is playing. We are playing the Leech class, so very excited to dive into that.
Nice, thank you. Brian, please tell us about yourself and your character, Quinn.
Hi, I forgot. Am I muted? I'm not muted. Hi,
You're good now.
I am Brian, aka Urban Bohemian, pretty much everywhere online. A variety streamer on Twitch and more and more TTRPG player. I'm also in a show that airs on Sundays, Rivals of Waterdeep, which is not currently airing, but will be back later this month. This is my first time playing Blades in the Dark, and I'm very excited. My character is Quinn Lambert. They are the Whisper class, so they are sort of an arcane channeler. They are the your resident spooky things expert, or okay, not expert. Let's not say expert. Um, but they are primarily a procurer of information, a finder of people, finder of things. Occasionally, you know, making sure that the right handshake happens or the right introductions are made, and benefiting from that in the process.
Nice, thank you. And last but not least, Dan, please tell us about yourself and your character, Diego.
Hi, I'm Dan Munoz, owner of Nat One Fun Productions, also the creative director over at Gehenna Gaming. You can catch me twice a week. Saturdays, we run a Ride with the Frost mating campaign, and on Wednesdays, we run Running Wild, which is a Wild Beyond the Witchlight, isekai, get thrown into the world kind of situation. Really fun stuff. Today, I will be playing Blades in the Dark, and I will be playing Diego Gutierrez. He is a slide. He's much more of a subtle manipulator and a spy. I used to be part of the law around here, but ever since I found out that there was some bad eggs in the group, I decided maybe it's better to join them.
Nice, nice. And I am again your GM Keith. You can find me on a Total Party Chill on Sundays playing Dungeons and Dragons, and on Mondays attempting to play almost every other TTRPG in existence. So let's just dive right into it. Y'all are a crew of smugglers who specialize in transporting specialized artifacts into the hands of people who are willing to pay for them. Specifically, these artifacts are magical in nature and or have some sort of archaeological value from the world before the shattering of the sun. And yeah, that's how you guys make your way around the city of Duskval. More recently, all of you have heard of the opening of the newest luxury restaurant called the Carnival. And although maybe some of you uh, have heard of people going there and maybe attempted to get a reservation, the restaurant is booked up for months at this point. But you have been hearing some strange things from the people who were able to snag a seat. They've all uniformly said it was the best meal of their lives, but none of them can relate to you what exactly they ate, what it looked like inside the restaurant, if there was even any dinner time entertainment, what any of the servers looked like, etc. They have no memory of their experience in this place, except for that it was the best time any of them have ever had. And if any of you have any connections to the people who work at that restaurant, be they servers, maitre d's, chefs, etc., they too will tell you the work environment is amazing. It's uh, stress free and it flows fairly well, but none of them can tell you what dishes they made or what the names of their coworkers are or anything about the interior of the kitchen or the back of house spaces. And all of you pulling all this information together know innately that there's something magical going on here. And where there's something magical, maybe all of you can make a little bit of profit. So, um, let's see. I think we will start this episode off with a little bit of downtime. Now, all of you have one action rather than the standard two. Well, actually, I'll give you all the standard two if you want. Now with downtime, you can gather some information. You can acquire an asset, which could possibly be an item, maybe some papers, maybe an actual reservation, or you can make contact with any of the people who work within the restaurant. Who would like to go first?
Hmm.
I think I think Quinn, in their usual dealings with people who consider themselves the upper class, um, would would absolutely lean in and try to find somebody who has been to this place, and
Mhm.
just kind of give them an extra bit of scrutiny. Ask them, even though they say it, like repeatedly ask them probing questions in different ways to see if their answers change at all.
Mhm.
I think that's what Quinn would, yeah, that would be their action at this point.
That makes sense. That sounds like you are gathering information. What skill will you be using?
I will be using study,
Okay. Yeah, I think that is a controlled standard roll.
please. Uh-oh. Please tell me I'm still here. Yeah, sorry, my computer is not having it. It is not having a day today. It is
Oh
it
no.
is not at all. Let's see here. Controlled standard and
Ooh, a 4. Let's see. Who is this person that you've cornered, Quinn? What's their name? What's their situation?
let's see. I would say uh her name is Odessa Adair.
Mhm.
She considers herself in touch with, if you could say, the cultural elite of the city. She considers herself anyway, and she somehow, Quinn learned that she somehow managed to get a seating at this place, and is yeah, just peppering her, trying to kind of, in the guise of gossip, just trying to find out, like, tell me all about it, excite me, basically impress me with the fact that you got in and I didn't.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think she's more than willing to regale you with her tale. Um, I think that I imagine this is like during tea time or something. You guys have sandwiches and pastries in front of you, and you're sipping some lavender tea. And she just like goes into this recounting of the meal. I think she says like, yeah, it started off with a salad, which was almost all herbs. And even though it was all herbs, it wasn't overwhelming at all. I think it was the vinaigrette that really evened everything out. And on asking her again, she said, "Yeah, I think it started with a soup, which is very like minty, and it tasted strongly of leeks and potatoes." And if you ask her again, she's like, "Yeah, I it's so weird. It was like they started off with dessert first. And then they ended with an amuse-bouche. So it was all so wild and insane." And I think what what you have realized, Quinn, is that all of these people, even though they don't have it, like it's very obvious, they don't really remember what happened. There was this general sense of like newness and innovation kind of going on with their food or with the experience itself. So that's what she would stress every time, like, oh, this was so new, this was so strange. So yeah, with a 4, I think that's about all you can deduce.
Lovely.
Mhm. Would anyone else like to try something?
I don't mind. Um,
Mhm.
so Arlen would probably definitely try and check out every kind of nooks and crannies of this building, of the carnival. Now he would, so I would probably say I would at least check around, see, at least spy it out. In the spare time, he could just sit there undercovered. He's not the cleanest looking person, but he can just blend into the background, which makes him perfect for this.
Mhm.
So, if there's anything I can see from the ins and outs, or if there's anything that looks particularly interesting from the building itself.
Yeah, sure. What skill will you be using?
Survey.
That makes sense. Yeah, that would be controlled standard then.
Okay. So how do I do this then?
I believe that you click the skill name, and then you can
Oh, yep.
input your positioning, controlled standard,
Hmm.
and then no bonus die.
Okay. So standard. No bonus.
Ooh, a 6. Very nice.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, so you're kind of standing outside this restaurant, and you're observing people unloading some food, unloading some casks of drink, probably liquor or wine. You're noticing just the cleaning staff coming in after everyone else has left after their shift, and you even try to question them, but they also don't really remember what exactly they did within the restaurant, and they all they can remember is how friendly the owner is. And when you ask them what the owner's name is, they tell you that his name is Byron Blaze. And you continue to watch this restaurant over several days, and you never see this Byron Blaze leave the establishment. Like, you see there are specific lights that come on after the service within the restaurant, but you're fairly certain that Byron basically lives there.
Okay. That's interesting.
Hmm. All right. John or Dan? Sorry, Valpurga or Diego?
Oh,
Ooh, look at
there
me,
you go.
double muted this time. I would like to. Valpurga would like to try and get a ticket uh, from a high society friend through the
Hmm.
time-old tradition of getting them too drunk to notice they're taking it.
Nice. Okay.
Um, so I'd like to use consort to do that.
Sure.
Um, and yeah, but so interesting thing about this, right? Because if I remember correctly, there's a mechanic in Blades called the Devil's Bargain. Um, and if I remember correctly, cool little notice about this thing is that I can ask for one, I can hear it, and I can decide whether I want to not I want to take it afterwards, right? So I'd like to hear a Devil's Bargain for this because I'm just curious.
I like this because I feel like I have a good one, but like, do I want this to just be what you get when you succeed, or do I want it to be a bargain? Okay,
Oh,
I'll just go with it.
Okay.
The ticket is not what you expect.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'll take that 1000%. Yes, good. Absolutely.
Without question.
Surprise the ever living fuck out of me, please. All right.
I'm a little scared now.
Amazing. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Devil's Bargains. Oh, what can I do with that?
Yeah, it's a controlled standard, by
I
the
can
way.
add. Yes, I can add a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. So they'll take that bonus die, and so
Hmm.
rolling that with a 3, controlled standard. Standard bonus dice 1. All right, double
Ooh,
fives. Okay,
very good.
not the worst.
Um, Yeah, who is this person that that you're kind of talking to, that you're chatting up?
Ooh. I'm going to say that I'm going to pull off of my sheet here for inspiration. One of the contacts I didn't end up taking was a master architecture, a master architect named August,
Mm.
and I think this is not the first time Valpurga has snooped something off of August before. I think August is the kind of person who gets invited to a lot of things for prestige and mostly doesn't care to go.
Mhm.
Um, uh, so Valpurga will occasionally hit them up and buy them drinks and send them home to their charts and their schematics. Um, Minus the weight of one thing Valpurga wants, uh, because that's essentially how they trade with each other.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that over the course of this night on the town, August just like regales you with tales from from building this restaurant. He discloses that his firm was actually in charge of the creation of the carnival, and he's just like talking about how kind of shitty the owner is. He's like, yeah, his name is like Byron something really pretentious and stupid. Oh fuck. Anyway, and like he just like keeps going on and on. He's like, and but the thing is, he kind of invited me to go there, and I know it's like a fancy place, but I just I just don't I just don't want to be around other people, you know?
Oh,
Do you want to go?
I mean, I wouldn't want to take an invitation on if you were planning on going, but if you would rather stay home, someone should represent you at this thing that you've helped build, right?
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, here.
Yeah.
Just say that you're from my firm. And
Excellent.
and during this entire night, Valpurga,
Hmm.
August has been carrying around this umbrella. And
Okay.
you're like, "Wait, is it supposed to be raining today? What's going on?"
Yep.
And when you say yes, he hands you the umbrella and says, "Here it is. Yeah, just show them this and you're in." And the thing
Thank you.
about it is that the
Uh-huh.
umbrella is like this satiny material with sort of a leaf or a scale looking pattern, gold pattern, decorating its outside. So
Okay.
yeah, it's
It's,
impressively impractical as an
yeah,
umbrella.
it's a bit more of a parasol, isn't it? Like, I don't think this will do much good if it gets wet, if it starts to rain. But also,
Exactly.
what
Yeah.
do you need a parasol in Duskfall for, really?
Great question. Yeah. He says, I don't know. This is just what came in the post. So
Well,
good
if
luck, I
that's
guess.
pretentious, I'm in.
All right. Diego, would you like to do something?
Sure. So Diego dabbled in the high society area for
Mhm.
a little bit, especially when he was working with the law. They would either run security on the events, or he would be invited to very closed in, kind of like behind the scenes, kind of, dirty cop talks and everything like that, where it's a lot more high society. Um, for this instance, he figures that if we are to be getting into this restaurant, and it is more of a high society thing, I want to see if I can, during downtime, acquire an asset.
What sort of asset are you looking for, Diego?
I would love to acquire a vehicle.
Okay. Yeah. Are we talking about like a carriage, like a normal like transportation cart?
So I would like to have it look like more high society. So it would
Mm.
be maybe like a carriage, but with like gold filigree, or you know what I mean, where maybe even hiring a hand, to help to drive us to the location.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. What skill are you using for this?
So I would attempt to sway somebody. The reason I say sway is because I would like to see if maybe I could call up a contact of mine, who was an old driver for a gang that we had busted down. But of course, money talks. So we definitely lessened their sentence, and they've been doing some stuff for us also behind the scenes.
All right.
I'd love to talk to maybe like the driver of a gang and see if I can get into contact with him.
Sure, sure. Yeah, this is controlled standard.
And I would love to hear that devil's bargain.
Um, oh, the person that offers to drive the carriage is a professional.
I complimented you on this before, how I love your devil's bargains because they're like, well, that's not so bad. And then later on, you're like, oh, God.
They're so vaguely threatening.
They are so vaguely threatening.
Here, I'll show you my hand. I never said what kind of professional they were.
That's what I was wondering.
Interesting.
I'm
Interesting.
suddenly very, very concerned.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I
Okay.
think I like the aspect of it being like maybe a something that might go wrong later. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
Nice. What'd you got?
So 643.
All right. Yeah, 6. Yeah, who is this contact that you've asked for this, Diego? What's their name?
So I would have called upon the Faintly family, the
Mhm.
Faintly family, and their known accomplice and driver of Jerome.
Nice.
And Jerome is 100% the kind of like point of contact I would have liked to have made.
Mhm.
And to see if I could persuade him in a way to basically help us along with this. And if we do end up getting money out of this by either selling of an item or something like that, I'd cut him in on 10%.
Yes. Yeah, Jerome says, yeah, definitely 10%. Fuck yeah. I know how much you guys make. But the thing is, I think I'll be busy that night, but I can get my cousin to do it. Her name is Vivian North. Yeah, so just be on the lookout for a fancy carriage, I guess.
I very much appreciate it, Jerome.
Yeah, and you guys shake hands and go on your way.
That carriage is fucking stolen.
100%. 100%. But
All right.
professionally stolen. Let's just
Exactly.
Right? We're gonna have baby driver pull up
I'm
on
so
us.
on board with that.
All right, you guys have one more action each that you can take. Who wants to do something?
I mean, if you don't mind me hogging the spotlight, I'll just go ahead and double up.
Mm-hmm.
So with that acquired asset and everything like that, I would like to go ahead and indulge in my vice.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just really quick, from our practice game, all of the vice and all the injuries are reset.
Very well then.
But if you like, you
More
can
assets.
do that just for like flavor or just to have fun?
You know what? I'm so we don't waste too much time. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for flavor. I'm
Okay.
gonna just say that I will indulge in my pleasure, which, for those, or excuse me, indulge in my vice, which is pleasure for those that don't know. And then I would like to say that I would maybe like an old case or something like that went through, and I'm watching like an authority figure get toppled, basically like a somebody that I had, cased the joint out on and then like ratted on them to get their, maybe a little inside information, and I'm watching them like get pulled away in handcuffs or something like that as I smoke on
Nice.
my pipe.
Nice, nice. And I think that they catch sight of you and they start just like cursing you out. You motherfucker. If it hadn't been for you and those weird kids and that dog.
You must have gotten the wrong guy, buddy.
A lot of questions about Diego's former career now. Okay.
Look, it was a weird time in my early 20s.
Just constantly barking up the wrong tree, this one.
Nice.
Oh.
Yes.
It begins, motherfuckers.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, yeah. They just get led away and thrown into prison. All right. Who else would like to do something?
I think, I guess Quinn just has one thing that they'd like to do, and based on everything they know of who's gone, has anyone particularly notable been invited to and dined at the carnival? Like high up in noble families or anyone in charge of like political dealings, essentially, like anyone who, like anyone notable in that level,
Oh,
they have
absolutely.
been.
Yeah, and anyone who's anyone in society, be they politicians, traveling nobility, uh, uh, um, I don't know, what is the entertainment here? Like radio or
Oh, right.
daguerreotype stars, I guess. Theater stars. They would be they would have been invited.
Hmm. Okay. So they are. Hmm. It's all very strange, this carnival.
Hmm. Let's have a look.
Ooh.
All right. Anyone else does anyone else want to do something?
Yeah. I'd like to
What would you like
acquire
to do?
an asset if possible.
What kind
And
of asset are you looking for?
well, one of the things I think, if I remember correctly, you can do is you can get like a set of like a common item for everybody to have.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'd like to, since assuming that we're not keeping secrets and compiling information, um, for the score, I'd like to try and get some sort of like charm, like ever, because at least help us carry spirit brain charms, so we're vaguely aware of the way magic can be influenced by stuff.
Hmm.
um I'd like to get like a charm that kind of guards your mind and your memory, since that seems to be getting fucked with in the process of this particular dining experience.
Hmm. Hmm.
um so, and get like, see if I can get like at least something to help out with dealing with that for everybody.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
for it. What skill are you using?
I think you roll. I think for this kind of thing, you roll the cruise tier, right?
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that affects the quality of the item.
Yeah. Um,
So I
so
believe you guys are tier,
tier
is it
one.
zero?
I was.
Tier one?
Is
Yeah.
it tier zero? I don't remember where we start on that.
I think it. Okay, let's say it's tier 1. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna-
Oh. Oh, it is.
So
It is 0.
It's all right. So it's a 5 then.
All right. Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's
So
see.
that's the tier cost. So it's a quality 1. I think.
Yes. What is the name of the person that you get this from?
Yeah.
And what's their vibe?
Ooh. So I'm gonna get it from. So they're more of a chemist than they are an occult specialist.
Mhm.
But they're someone who dabbles with the mixing of what is functionally like alchemy and the arcane. Their name is Riven. And
Mhm.
they're ooh, goodbye.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Don't come back.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
And
What happened there?
and so yeah, they're basically someone who combines the two things together and kind of works on adjacent projects to things like the electrical wall and stuff like that, but like not the
Mhm.
wall itself, but like projects derived from that technology. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I think that Riven it makes this especially for you. I think you watch them do it, and there's a lot of mixing ingredients, and
Mhm.
even at what point they throw like a javelin hooked up to copper cord into the lightning wall, and then take the lightning into the thing that they're creating.
Yeah, that can't be
And
safe, can it?
well, look,
Just,
this is what works.
OSHA
Okay,
has entered the
so
chat.
just
I'm
It's
not.
fine.
I'm not.
It's
I'm not
fine.
judging you. I'm just saying I'm gonna have to walk around with whatever this is. So
well, okay. Well, here's the thing. If I hadn't done this, then it wouldn't be safe. You would have been the one blowing up. All right. So just give me some credit. Um, and then they hand you they hand you 4 vials full of this shimmering green liquid, and Riven says, "Yeah, there's not too much of it, unfortunately. I've run out of a few of the materials, but make sure to drink it as late as possible, like as soon as you enter the door, right before you you sit down to eat."
all right, save it for the last minute. Got it.
Mhm. All right, good luck.
Oh, forbidden Mountain Dew. All right. Okay. And yeah,
Nice.
that's my thing.
Arlen, would you like to do something?
Just trying to think of what Alan would do in this situation. The only other thing I can think of is obviously he scouted out the area and he noticed that this one person never left.
Mhm.
Did he ever see, when the lights were ever on, particular rooms that always kind of stay lit?
Ooh. Okay, I believe he rolled a 6 the
Mhm.
last time. So yeah, there's a specific room in the what you assume is the uh attic of this building um that always stayed on when everything else had been turned off, like when everyone had left the building, when all the guests had been had left, all the employees had gone home for the night, etc. There's always this one room in the attic whose light always stayed on.
Okay. Now, how far is this room up? Like, how many floors would you say?
Okay, I'll give you a description of
Okay.
the restaurant. It looks a lot like an Italian palazzo, although it's a small one.
Okay.
It doesn't have like a, well, actually, it has like a tiny courtyard that it shares with the building next to it. It's got like a Greek um, columns carved into the form of like different people holding up the roof. Um, and you can see that this window that always stays on is on the fourth floor.
Okay. It's interesting to know. Okay. I'd probably say the last thing that he did then was, after getting this information, I'm actually going to. Could I potentially call on one of my, I think it's like allies that
Sure.
and I think my ally is a priestess. Now I want to see if there's anything that they've heard of, or if there's anything that they can maybe sense, if there's anything potentially unholy that goes on there that they know of.
Definitely. Yeah. What skill is this that you're using?
It would probably have to be probably a study, I'd imagine, but I don't really have that.
A study. You can hover your mouse over each of the skill names,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll give you a description of that skill. I'm wondering if in this case, because so study would give you a limited effect,
Yeah.
but if you do consort or sway, that would give you a
Okay.
standard effect.
Okay. I'm not good in that, so I have to hope. Would it be controlled? Yeah.
Yes, controlled. Are you using consort?
Yes.
Yeah, then that would be controlled standard.
Okay. Okay.
What did you get? Ooh, okay,
5 and a 5.
4. That's not bad. Um, yeah. What is the name of your
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was Melista.
Melista? Yes. Okay. Yeah, Melista, who um, who worships the reformed sun. Um, I think that she is in the middle of. Um, I think she's in the middle of buying like oils to use in her next ceremony, and you catch her in the market, and she says, "Yeah, actually, I've been getting some weird vibes recently, but I it's been kind of spread out throughout the city. I I couldn't really pinpoint it until you said something. Yeah, I think the source might be in the Brightstone district, but maybe it's the restaurant. Um, I don't know. Just if you do go, just be careful about the occult. All right.
Okay.
Do you have
The
any
occult.
other questions for him?
Try to think. I mean, is there anything that you can tell me about any sort of person that you've known that's come from that location?
Hmm. Yes, actually, there was someone who was complaining about memory loss. They had gone to their doctors first, but none of them could find anything wrong with any of their humors. But when they came to me, I saw that there was something spiritual on them, something leeching them. Something taking something from them. I couldn't. I don't know. It was difficult for me to understand it, but I think it might be connected
Mm.
to that
Okay.
weird vibe that I've been getting.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that's my question.
And she keeps shopping. Nice, nice. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Mildly disturbed,
Yeah.
Somewhat
but
apprehensive.
intrigued.
Okay.
But I've got a
Nice.
sick parasol, so
You do. You do.
Okay.
And I have a definitely not stolen carriage on the way.
100%.
Yeah, so the night of the reservation, Valpurga's reservation comes up, and Vivian North comes in with her carriage, which is not stolen, and all of you load in and make your way to the restaurant. What I think it's time for the engagement roll. So
Oh, what
in this
is
case,
that?
you all will have to tell me what sort of plan it is you all want to enact in this restaurant. Again, this is on page 127 in the manual. You can enact an assault plan, which is doing violence to a target. You can use deception, which is to lure, trick, or manipulate. Stealth, which is to trespass unseen. Occult, which is to engage a supernatural power. Social, which is to negotiate, bargain, or persuade. Or transport, which means you have to carry cargo or people through danger. This sounds like either a social or deception plan.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
I feel like we did the lying earlier, and the social's just here's my weird parasol. I definitely belong here.
Mm-hmm. 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 True.
um, that's my thought on the thing anyway.
I think there's less lying and stuff like that, and like luring and tricking and stuff like that. More like, because like we've already kind of done exactly what he was saying. We've kind of done the background stuff we need to do to make like, hey, we kind of belong here. Maybe it's just our time to like schmooze and try to figure out what's actually going down here.
So it's a social plan.
Oh, 100% social.
Nice.
Mild question for my own understanding. Did I at any point figure out exactly how many people this weird parasol gets into the restaurant with me?
You didn't, but
Good. Excellent.
Honestly,
Cool. We'll deal with
Oh,
that later,
I'm
I assume.
certain they're not going to turn away your entourage. Anyone who's important enough to be given entry to the carnival certainly has interested parties who need to come along, if nothing else, to document the experience and to increase their own personal ambiance.
Yes, but
Definitely.
if it's really as exclusive as it is, they probably have some sort of thing about being seen with the help.
Oh, in that case,
Valpurga, I'll be your +1.
I'm sorry, did you just imply? Never mind.
No, I don't think you're my help. I think the assumption would be made by people less empathic.
Not caring what other people think is the first rule you need to learn if we're going to blend in this place.
very true.
Okay.
Very true. After this engagement roll, you guys should tell me what secret identity you're putting on to get into this restaurant.
Diego would definitely be throwing on the bowler's cap with like a really nice overcoat, a nice like black bow tie, all that good
Nice.
stuff.
Let's do the engagement roll first. So you
Okay.
guys start off with 1d6 for sheer luck.
Yeah.
Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Yes. Take another d6. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I will say no. You are arriving as customers and guests. I feel like they would be prepared for that.
Mhm.
But can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight? Yes. Um, uh, Valpurga's friend and Diego's. Oh, I guess Diego's can be other elements with the fancy carriage. So that's plus 2d6.
Plus 2d6 on the roll.
Sorry, plus 3.
Ooh, 3. Even better.
Yeah.
Yay.
So it starts with 1, so we're up to 4.
46. And I think that's it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yo, let's
You
go.
love to see those
Ooh.
sixes.
Let's go. Double
Double
sixes.
six. Yeah, that's a
Alright.
crit. Yeah, that's a crit.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Everyone tell me how you roll up to this restaurant. What is everyone wearing? What sort of identity have you taken on? Go ahead. Whoever's ready.
Well, I will say that Diego is again sporting that whole kind of black tux outfit essentially, with his bowler cap, and he also has a cane that he has with a very fancy kind of like silver ball at the top of it.
Mhm.
I will probably be trying to play the role of, let's see, what's something that Diego would be able to pull from. I would say a business owner that is very much so into tax evasion.
Okay. Yeah, that fits into DUSKVOL. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Just for my sake, let's keep our character names for your secret identities because it is difficult for me to memorize the different names.
Fair. That makes this really easy then. Valpurga is going as himself,
Mm,
with a lapel pin from August.
yes, yeah.
That's it. That's a disguise for him.
Yeah, it's like the architectural firm's logo or something.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because his entire thing is I don't really usually be seen doing crime, so I can just go where I want.
Can I also
Nice.
say that Diego has like a fake nose made of like wax?
Good. Good.
I want a fake wax nose. Look, I gotta find Disguise Kid. I gotta do like the whole Sherlock Holmes like disguise. I feel like.
But the nose, though, the nose. Okay.
I can see it. Yeah.
Quinn has dressed themselves in. Normally they wear they wear like a nice clothes, nice shoulder wrap, nice dress, but this is actually a little brighter, and they are drawing on an alias and a name they've used in the past, which is Quinella Wilhelmina Letitia Facade, and she is posing in this case as it's more a, I guess the best way to describe it would be ditzy society.
Mm.
Very excited to be here, using it as a cover for her actual being like very kind of in and around and checking things out, and yeah, they're going under that alias, but hoping nobody actually tries to check on that name.
You just got to look at the
Definitely.
last name.
What? Fasaad, facade. It's a lovely, lovely noble house. I don't know what you're trying to imply.
Oh no.
Um, Arlen, what's your look? What's your vibe? And what is your alias?
So Arlen will turn up to this by very much just brushing down what he has on, which is very much a pretty worn coat. Tucks in his almost black shirt, and before he steps in, he will just take out his kind of cross chain and put it over his shirt, so it's hanging shown. Um, Kind of shake off his hat, put it on, glasses on, and he very much looks like he does not belong in this place, and he
Mhm.
knows this. Um, but he's kind of going to go in there as basically himself, and he's just going to go in there as almost like a customer, and he's just going to kind of experience and see what goes on just from being in that situation. And the vibe you kind of get from him as the look is almost a Constantine kind of look. Like he
Mm.
is very much a very worn down, almost looks like he shouldn't be smart looking, but he is. And he's going in there very much expecting a lot of gazes.
I love that. Yeah, Constantine look for me made me think of like a tired
Yeah.
office worker kind
hmm
of.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, and it's just like he is going in there with no care, and he's just like, "Yep, we're
The
doing
one
this."
Yeah,
salaryman dragged along to the company party. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. Um yeah, so all of you roll up to the restaurant. I feel like there's like a huge line of carriages uh to actually get in. And when you guys get to the front of that line, there are people from the restaurant to open the door for you and maybe hold your hand if you need it as you dismount from the carriage. And everyone, all the customers look so like giddy and excited. They're like, "Oh yeah, you know, I've heard so much about this place, but it's also mysterious. What's gonna happen?" And I think that the maitre d comes out and he says, "Welcome to the carnival. My name is Byron Blaze, and I will be your host for tonight's festivities. Now, does everyone have your tickets? All right, very good. Remember to use that once we get inside." And he opens the double doors of this massive palazzo and starts walking through. He himself has his own umbrella. And as soon as he steps through, all of you see that it's starting to rain inside the foyer of this space. And as all of you like start to pass through the door, servers hand you tiny spoons, and they say "Bon appetit." And you see the other customers in front of you hold out their spoons out from underneath the umbrella and sip the liquid that's been falling. And they're like, "So delicious. What is this? Oh my gosh." And you do the same. And you too start.
chugging
Not
the
yet, we
juice
don't. Not
first.
yet, we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Good, good. Okay.
Chugging the Baja Blast first.
Everyone
I'm.
chugs Baja Blast
It's
under.
it's just a it's just a tonic. It's just a physic for our humors, just to make sure that we can enjoy this meal to the fullest. Obviously,
Abs-
darling.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as you walk in, I think that we will take a little 5 minute break. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. I certainly am. But yeah, we will see you soon. All right. We are back. Also, welcome to the Raiders from Stephen Joyce. Hello. We are playing Blades in the Dark for the Greater Restoration charity event benefiting Extra Life, which is helping children affected by deadly diseases, I suppose. Welcome. Take a seat. We are about to have a strange ride as Valpurga, Arlen, Quinn, and Diego, in their respective disguises, step into the restaurant known as the Carnival. And as they do, they drink the special potion that Valpurga was able to secure for everyone to make sure their minds or their consciousnesses, I suppose, stay intact during the experience. And they find themselves in a rain of soup trying to crowd in under a singular umbrella.
Diego is kind of freaking out at this point. If you're just now joining us through this raid, Diego has a fake wax nose that he used to help disguise himself. I'm gonna run over to Valpurga and kind of like duck underneath the umbrella. I'm gonna, Valpurga, my nose. Does my nose look okay?
Yes. Was it? Is there something wrong with it?
No, it's just the wet. I don't know if it's going to affect the wax.
Diego, you have a hat on.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to say it. You are taking valuable space under this parasol, and you're wearing a hat tilted forward.
Diego takes a moment to think. Fine. And he just kind of gets out.
keeps the rain off your head. Come on. Good.
What is
Okay,
the rain? Yeah, what is
soup rain? Can we get back
what
to
does
that
it
for a
smell?
second?
What does it smell like? What does the rain smell like?
It doesn't smell like anything, but if you put it to your lips, it tastes like miso soup, which like in this, post-apocalyptic world, Eurocentric world is like unheard of, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they're like, "Oh my god, what is this flavor? What is happening? What is?"
It's
Guaranteed,
called
everyone just
salt.
call
Use
it
it every
exotic.
once in a while.
Everyone,
Yeah. yeah. I was about to say this is the post school. Ew, what are you eating? Renaissance of food. Oh, buddy.
And I think that all of this rain is starting to gather in a fountain at the center of the foyer, and it is starting to recirculate that soup basically in a soup fountain, if you will.
Oh, okay.
That's so unsanitary.
This went from a very like eclectic and like amazing, like oh, this is actually kind of cool to like
Now it's just a soup fountain.
Now it's
I
the soup.
mean,
Well, now it's a dirty soup fountain. Like I don't.
honestly,
The dirty
No,
soup
thank you.
fountain. Yeah, I think everyone is kind of just like milling about in the rain and speaking to each other. They're like, "Oh, this is new. This is fascinating." And yeah, all of you are just having fun. You're just milling around. Do you guys want to keep going through the courses, or what
how,
would you guys like to do?
look. I mean, what is? So you said people basically after they've tasted it, they appear to be enjoying themselves, and nothing outwardly untoward seems to be happening from them tasting and eating the soup.
No, not that you can tell.
Hmm.
Doesn't seem like they're experiencing any sort of memory loss or anything just yet.
And I guess, still holding their spoon full of soup from the initial rain. Against their better judgment, Quinn actually does taste it, like taste a spoonful of it.
Yeah, it. They're right. It's like nothing you've ever tasted before. It's it's perfectly warm, not too hot to scald your mouth, not too cold to be unpleasant. It's and you're not even sure where this rain came from. There's no like piping in the roof. There's no one on the second floor just like throwing ladles full of soup down.
Can, can there
It's a
be? 'Cause that's
mystery. Who
great.
knows?
I was like, now I know why the employees are so happy. They're throwing soup at the patrons. Okay.
Look at all the rich folks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Quinn would relay that, assuming whether or not anyone else is tasting theirs. Quinn would relay that and kind of join in the astonished kind of buzz and titter about like, oh, this is so unique and so fascinating. What a delightful taste.
So the soup's good.
It's like nothing I've ever experienced.
Alan will go over to the fountain and just start
Oh God.
drinking.
Oh,
He's
oh,
yeah.
Arlen, no.
Arlen,
This is why they don't give these things out at weddings, okay? Like,
Arlen, you drink the liquid and it's just water.
You said it was. This is just water.
But Arlen, if you tip your head up and drink from the stuff that's raining down, it tastes like that soup.
Alan's mind's blown.
I was
Like
about to accuse you of having no taste, but apparently.
there's water, there's soup. He's just mine's gone. Like
At some point, the soup turns into water. Like, what is happening?
What is happening?
So
yeah,
we have empty vials though, so I'm going to
you
collect
do.
those and just start like, and then go to the fountain and dip a little bit of that, and then sort of put those next to each other and see what shakes out at the end of the day.
Are you
Fair
being
enough.
terribly
Fair
subtle about doing this while we're in
I was like, do you want me to like hold my coat over you while you do that? Like, I feel like
No.
you're stealing.
You're just gonna do it.
It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, Rain.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
But it's all you can eat, not
Oh.
all you can take home.
I can eat what I take home.
Wow. Damn, got me. Got me there. So I guess we should.
Is there a
well,
soup, Jesus?
we should talk about how much load all of you are carrying into this restaurant. Are we going
Oh my God.
light, normal, or heavy?
I think because there are already going to be eyes on us, suspicion is less likely. Suspicion would fall on us, period, regardless. I think Quinn would go in with a normal load.
Okay.
Yeah.
normal.
Diego is also going to be heading in with a normal load.
Okay. Valpurga and Arlen?
Valpurga. Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say mine would be normal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Valpurga's an idiot and came in with light.
All right.
Because
Fair enough.
like just, you got to maintain the slim jacket profile. You can't have bulges sticking out everywhere. It's not proper.
It would interfere with the drip, I assume.
Seriously.
I mean,
Keep that
clearly
nice
nothing can
line.
interfere with the drip, Keith. So like,
Well,
Good one. Nice. All right. Who is it that was gathering up the soup and the fountain water?
that was me.
So you can tick off 2 loads from your item list. I believe if you click the plus button at the bottom of your inventory list,
Mm-hmm.
you can
Okay.
yeah, you can just do that.
So we'll just do soup water. Soup water samples.
um yeah, and if you guys don't do anything
Well,
during the soup.
I was gonna say
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Diego would attempt to see if there's any connection between that fountain and the falling rain. Is there any kind of piping, or is there
Ooh.
any kind of, do I feel like maybe like a magical presence or something like that that is causing like the recirculation?
All right. I think this is a roll. What skill are you using?
Well, I would like to survey the area basically to see if there's any kind of connection between the two.
Okay. Yeah, this is controlled. Controlled standard.
Alrighty, here we go.
Good luck. Ooh, a
It's not bad.
5.
It's not bad.
Yeah, you see 2 different drains in the fountain. Um you kind of assume that the soup went out one drain, and when all of that was like flushed out, the water just came in and just like basically like started. And you also notice that the soup isn't raining on the fountain. There's some kind of there's coordination here. There's purpose here.
And did you, I apologize if you said so, did you say that Byron is still around?
Yes, he's talking to some people. Actually, he's talking to looks like a diplomat from a different city. Actually, right now.
I'm gonna approach Quinn, and I'm gonna say, Quinn, it doesn't seem that the rain is falling on the fountain itself, but look over there. He's already seems to be talking to somebody, some dignitary.
Um, and yeah, Quinn holds a fan up to their face and just kind of hiding it just to basically narrow their eyes, but also have it not look anything suspicious. And um, I mean, I can imagine people would travel to see this after hearing about it, but are you thinking? I don't know. I'm still reeling from the soup rain. What are you thinking, Diego?
Maybe gather some information by just being in the proximity. We understand what they might be talking about.
Well, I can't see the harm. So far, are we the foyer? Like everyone's still just kind of milling about in here,
Hmm.
enjoying
Talking
or not.
and enjoying. Yeah.
Okay, this is a very specific fetish. Um, I, if possible, Quinn would, you know, kind of kind of move their shawl over their head just to kind of keep the rain from doing too much, and kind of self-insert into that conversation on the fringe, and then just kind of closely leaning in and waiting for an appropriate moment to react along with them if they are, if they're saying something, kind of react along with and mimic them a little bit just to kind of lean in a bit.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds like a roll. What skill are you using?
I think I'm going to use Sway.
Mm, okay. Um, I think that yeah, sway someone with charm, logic, deception, disguise. This is certainly charm. Yeah, I think this is controlled standard.
All right. Yes, that will be a 6.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I think as you walk up, you see Byron very slickly hand the dignitary a clear gem. You're not sure if it's like a diamond or if it's quartz or something like that. But you do hear him say, yes, this will let you relive this experience whenever you wish. And the dignitary is thanking Byron. And she turns to you, the dignitary turns to you, Quinn, and says, This this place is fantastic. I would love to share this memento with my other friends. You must have one. They are so cheap. And Byron turns to you, Quinn, and says, Yes, all I need is just just a memory of something delicious.
um, internal shock and panic. Externally delicious. I mean, darling, there are so many memories to choose from, but what do you mean by delicious?
He gives you the elevator eyes and then a smirk and says, I think you know what I mean by delicious.
Stop flipping it on me. Damn it.
How dare you smarm me back?
I know, that is so rude, honestly.
You think this is smart? Straight up.
Wow. Let's see here. Based on everything that they've heard so far, Quinn is believing that they are the ones who get to pick whatever the memory is.
Mm-hmm.
And says, well, I mean, it's only a memory, and I mean, if you're basically offering this experience in exchange, I suppose that wouldn't be too terrible of a trade. All right.
And then he leans in.
Personal space, buddy. No. Quinn leans like just kind of leans in and regales him with the memory of Odessa charming him about her experience at this and lacing it with like emotion and words, and it was simply so full of awe and full of delight and full of wonder that I could not live without experiencing this for myself, and I am so glad that I had the chance to. And the memory of our conversation, it drove me to find myself in your wonderful establishment. So I suppose if I could trade that with the actual experience, I don't think Odessa would mind. Just between us, do you?
And there's a twinkle in his eyes when he says, Of course not. And you find in your hand is a clear gem. And when you look up, Byron is talking to someone else. And the dignitary turns to you, Quinn, and says, "That was beautiful. What was it? What was the memory you shared again?" And Quinn, there's like a shadow of it left. I think you realize that if you hadn't taken in that Baja lightning blast.
Stop. Stop.
Keep going. Keep going.
Please, yes, go.
I think if you know that if you hadn't drank that, then it would be completely gone. But as it is, you only have like general details of
It's
the memory you give away.
it's why I found it's I it, that's so funny. You know, I distinctly remember that it's the reason that I'm here this evening.
Huh. And she looks at her gem and says, "That's I I can't seem to remember what I gave away. Huh. No matter. I'm sure I'll make other delicious memories here."
Alarm bells
And
going off.
she just walks away.
um Quinn takes the gem, wanders back over to, more or less her assembled party, and they relate that something something sinister, something be something beyond normal is happening here, and they show the gem, and they're still kind of clutching to what it was, but they're letting everyone know that Byron somehow traded a memory, and this gem has something to do with being able to relive this one.
And then a bell rings out throughout the restaurant, signaling the next course. This is course 2. You all are led out into the sitting room, where someone is playing the piano very well. Is very moody, very emotional. And then someone else comes in with a flute, and they start playing. And all of you are entertained for a time listening to these people. And then the flautist sets their flute on a plate and starts cutting it. And you see that it's actually it's almost like a beef Wellington, where it's like this glittery pastry wrapped around a little bit of like meat and vegetables, and she just starts like handing it out to different people.
Did you see what I saw?
Was it beef Wellington the whole time?
But I thought it was. I thought it
I
was
mean, but it's not. That's not.
I mean, it's not just
how
me. It
that
doesn't
dish
look very
works.
appetizing, huh?
I mean, also she did have it up to her lips, so I mean,
Oh,
I'm a
oh,
little-
I didn't even think about that.
She was playing it, yeah. And if you take a bite of this beef Wellington, you have this very clear memory of playing this song on a flute?
Okay.
Hmm.
Diego would reluctantly just take a slow bite of it, just intrigued enough. And he takes the bite and you have to try the flute, Wellington. It's good.
Not the flute. Well,
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Try it. Try it.
I'm sorry, the what?
The flute, the beef, the food. Try it. You hear something. You feel something in your body. Try it.
That's usually how food works, yeah.
Oh no, 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 not like that. More, more, more.
Fine.
yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose. But
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm in.
all right.
Yep. Oh, Yep.
I don't. Oh, I have so many questions. Oh,
I feel like it's distracting me from the food. Like as an experience. All right, interesting. I'll take it as like a restaurant failing horribly.
Byron immediately comes in from behind you, Valperg, and says, "Excuse me, was there a complaint about the food?"
No, the food's quite good.
Oh, what?
I'm just like
I,
stare unblinkingly back at him.
I'm sorry. My name is Byron Blaze. I am the owner of this establishment. And who might you be?
Valperga Lamont representing architect August.
Ah, welcome.
Mm.
I'm sad that the good architect couldn't join us tonight. But
As is he. He sends his regards, but unfortunately, he's a very busy man. As your attempt to schedule him and success in doing so would it probably indicate to you.
I think that you see like a twinge of annoyance in Byron's face when you see that when you say that August is too busy to come to this restaurant.
Yep.
And Byron just you can see like he's like flexing his jaw and he says, "Well, of course, I would hate to impose on such a busy person. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I have other people to attend to."
Of course, I'll be happy to tell him about the experience. Oh no, wait, I can't. And I'll let him walk away like that. Like, oh, I'd be happy to tell him how it was, except you won't let me with the mechanics of this place. So, oops, sorry. What do
And
you
then
want?
he's just like staring at you. He's like,
If you,
"Okay."
yeah,
Yeah.
if you have a way for me to explain to him the impressiveness of this particular establishment, I'd be more than happy to. But the stories I've heard indicate that that's not really a function of this building.
I think that like his what is it? The tension kind of leaves his posture as like this smarmy grin appears on his face, and he says, "Would you like to leave here with a memory that you can share with others?"
Potentially, I assume there's a cost involved, as there usually is with all these things.
Nothing too expensive. Just
Mhm.
share with me something delicious that you remember.
Something delicious that I remember. Dealer's choice?
Of course. You are the guest here after all.
Done. Yeah, I will. I'll Valperga will do that. I
What's
hope
the
he's
memory?
ready.
What do you share? Yeah.
Okay, so interesting things about Duskfall in the setting. Valperga is Tikarosi,
Mm.
which means that somewhere along that lineage is there's some part demon in there somewhere. And usually it's not stupendously noticeable most of the time, but if you're paying attention, Valpurga's left eye is an electric blue and slit like a snake. It's very clearly not a human eye. And that's generally the indication. Like he's kind of far down the line, and that's really only so far as that heritage has gotten him. But it does mean he originally came from there, and they eat some weird shit. Um, so I'm going to say that Valpurga has at one point uh sampled a bit of an ink of like one of the Ink Ocean Leviathans. Like it was not a
Mm.
lot, and it would have cost lots of people lots of money.
Mhm.
But it is Tikaros, and so it's just kind of, it's not like a delicacy, but it's like a go out to a nice restaurant every now and then and have like a little tiny piece and then go back to eating the normal food. Um, but Valpurga will trade that because, frankly, as far as he was concerned, it wasn't like particularly interesting to him. It was just, I've had that food before.
Right, right.
But to this place, which finds ceiling soup amazing, he thinks it'll get a pretty decent run.
And there's like a twinkle in his eye as Byron says, "Thank you for your memory." And he hands you a clear jewel and walks away. Again, Valpurga, your memory after he walks away is hazy, although you still have the outline of it, thanks to this potion
Excellent.
that you had taken.
Is this what you meant
And
when you trade a memory? You can almost sort of feel it, but not quite.
It is, and I Arlen, Diego, please don't sass off to him. I feel like this is more serious than he's letting on.
One does not just take memories from people and it not be serious.
This is going to be interesting.
No, I guess I kind of asked that ahead of time, so no.
All right.
So
I
the
would say,
bell
go ahead.
rings again, signaling the next course. Byron uh, uh, escorts everyone out into the smallish courtyard in this house, and everyone sees that it's almost barren, except for a beautiful statue of a woman crafted from marble, and it is about like person height. And Byron says, "Well, I'm so glad that all of us can gather here tonight. It is the just a little something personal, but it is the anniversary of my fiance's death," and he like indicates the marble statue, and he says, uh, uh, "Elena, I will always remember you." And he kisses it, and the statue cracks down the middle, and all of these like herbs and berries start growing from that crack. And servers take these delicate looking scythes and start like harvesting the herbs and berries, and the plants just keep growing from this statue, even as they're harvested. and it is served with a very fresh vinaigrette.
Anyone else's mind goes? Anyone else's brain go straight to Soylent Green? Because that's what I did.
I'm just wondering how they manage this every evening. That's this is quite the floor show for every night. This is Vegas level shit. I love it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, truly.
Quinn, because you do have that shadow of a memory, you realize this is something that you described to Byron only like half an hour prior.
mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, Quinn's face, it you can see their face kind of screwing up in familiarity, kind of grasping for it, but nothing concrete is coming. But just there is like their eyes definitely do like the big saucers, like, oh,
Something
What is it, Gwen?
different.
there's something mildly familiar about this, and it's linked to, I believe it's linked to what I gave Byron in exchange for this. And she's still been holding the gem, like not putting it away or anything. Like it's like a constant reminder in their hand, but it's related to what I traded. And I think at that point, um looking around at other people, like, does it look like other people are also being served, like the way that they're making motions with their eating? Are they also being served like salad with a vinaigrette? Are
Oh
they
yeah,
moving as though they're eating salad with vinaigrette?
they are. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do other people have these gems in their hand?
Other people are carrying gems in their hands, these clear gems.
Okay.
Anyone
Is
good
this
at
person
pickpocketing?
is this person taking people's memories and making profit off of them?
I mean, it's a possibility.
What kind of magic is this?
That's a good question. Is there any way that I could potentially watch Byron, and if he ever interacts with someone, if there's any sort of movement or something he does to conjure us this sort of gem? Because for all we know, that they say a gem and all of a sudden, or they say this memory and all of a sudden there's a gem. Well, where does that happen? Like, there seems to be just a little part that we're not seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that I could
He's
just
not clinking around as he's walking around the restaurant.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like
Pockets full of
yeah,
gems.
it's
Like,
just
Fetch me my gems.
just
Mm-hmm.
something's not flowing right, and I'd like to just watch his movements very
And
carefully.
it's not the soup ceiling.
Definitely. No, I like that. I like that, Sola. Yeah, what skill are you using?
I'd imagine it would be a survey again,
Makes
probably.
sense. Yeah. I think that
So
would be controlled standard.
5,
Mm.
5's okay.
5, yeah. Yeah, you watch him for a while, Arlen, making deals with other people. You make sure that you're not close enough to be noticed, but that means that you're not close enough to hear like what is being said. But every time there is a clear gem that is handed over. But at some point in the night, Byron moves to the edge of the courtyard, where a server is waiting with a silver tray, And from one of the pockets of his beautifully tailored suit, he draws out a handful of red gems and puts it on this tray. And Arlen, you're able to count up the red gems, and the number corresponds to the number of people, or the number of clear gems that Byron was able to give away.
Okay.
And this server walks back into the restaurant and up the stairs.
Okay. How many people would you say that are here?
Roughly. Are you asking about the guests, or
yeah,
like
the guests in that have joined us?
I think that there would be a dozen guests.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like at this point, most of the people who would want to give a memory have given it.
Okay. You said there was stairs in part of the courtyard, which someone went up. Okay. Interesting.
All right. And as you finish up, we go to the next course.
This course clock is giving me anxiety.
Legit.
Doomsday counter.
Okay.
You are led back into the restaurant, and as you're walking, servers hand you what looks to be a harpoon. And when you get to when you're led into this huge hall, whose walls are just like lined with shelves and shelves full of books, Byron draws your attention upwards, and you see floating above you, with their backs to the ground, are 3 or 4 what were they again, Valpurga? Leviathans?
Yeah, so like angry demon murder whales, basically.
So let's say there are 3.
Yeah.
There are 3 kind of like surfacing from the barreled ceiling that looks to have been painted like a turbulent sea, and all of it is just like moving and swaying as if it was under the influence of a storm. And Byron says, "All right, everyone. I hope that you've got your throwing arm ready. We're going to have to fish for a meal tonight." And he like launches a harpoon up into the ceiling. And when it pierces the skin of one of these leviathans, it just like starts like a gout of blood just like rains down from the ceiling. And he says, "Well, let's get going."
Okay, I did not expect to get carried.
Does the blood taste like soup? Oh my god!
Oh gosh.
That's so good. Thank you for that cursed thought.
Plague of blood soup. That's what we have.
Blood pudding.
Yes, it's fine. Fine.
Yeah, I think eventually, all of you are able to like kill one of these leviathans, and you're like, the wait staff comes in and pulls it out of the ceiling, and right there on the floor of this library, they just start like carving it up like sushi and serving it to people.
Quick question.
Oh dear.
So when the memory was taken, did it take every memory of this, or is it that memory of that instance?
That specific instance.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you have
Um,
other, yeah.
yeah, so because Valperga's like, oh, lovely. Who would have expected? Oh, I didn't think they had it this far. And like, and walks up to the things like, excellent. I want like that cut from that section over there, please.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and if you want like seconds, thirds, yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely go. Like it's a huge creature.
I mean, they're whales, so yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn would follow Valperga's lead in at least trying some of this.
It's weirdly spicy.
Yeah. Like, the first thing that came into my head was Sichuan whale. And I don't know how to like it's just a lot of like it's a lot of numbing and just
Oh God, I want this now.
You're gonna be starving when this session is over. Oh,
I
no.
know, really.
Seriously.
I didn't think about this when I wrote this. Damn it.
I hadn't eaten breakfast because I woke up late. I'm good. Like good after this session. Goodbye. I'm leaving. I'm gonna get food.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's like it's just a lot of like it's more mouth feel than it is flavor. Really, it's just spicy and numbing.
Mm-hmm.
Hogwarts is like, oh, this is great. You eat enough of this and you can't feel your face. It's wonderful.
I would Diego would like to kind of like raise up his hand and kind of call over Byron.
Yes, sir. Was there something you needed?
Yes, it was a wonderful meal and quite an interactive experience you have here.
Of course.
How, if I may ask, how do you get your ideas for such an incredible course?
He does like a laugh that, you know, if you're like socially adept enough, you can tell it's put on. And he says, I honestly don't know. These are all up to my a collaboration, if you will, between my head chef and the servers on the floor. I am but the owner. All I have is the money, so I let them do what their creation wills them to do.
So, I would like to say that Diego has a special ability as a slide
Ooh.
that I can tell when somebody is lying to me. I can
Oh yeah, he's
always
nice.
tell when someone is lying to me.
Love
He
it.
is lying to your face through his teeth.
Those
So,
even are his teeth.
are those your teeth? You have to tell me the truth.
What? Why would you ask that?
No,
Oh Lord.
well, Diego, like the cogs are turning, but this is just solidifying the fact that this person clearly has something to do with what's going on, and also has some ulterior motive. Because otherwise, they would just say like, "Oh yeah, my patrons help me decide what my next course might be." But obviously, trying to hide that fact, I then say, "Oh, your head chef, you say?
Mhm.
Who may I ask is your head chef?"
Oh, he's right over here. He's cutting up the Leviathan. Would you like to talk to him?
Absolutely, of course.
And Byron introduces you to. Actually, let's make her a woman. Sabine Delcane. And she's like elbow deep in this carcass.
Okay.
Says, hello, yes, I am the head chef here. I hope that you're enjoying the meal so far.
I'm having a wonderful time. As a matter of fact, my favorite was the flute Wellington. But I will say that my friend here, he is an expert in this delicacy that you have here. It's just a surprise to hear that you have it so far out. Perhaps maybe if you wouldn't mind if I called my friend over and asked how you got such intricate knowledge and being able to cook something like this.
Well, certainly I mean, I am not to toot my own horn. I am an experienced chef. I have traveled the world and learned different techniques. I suppose that's kind of how I learned how to create all these things before you.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, yeah,
It is. Okay.
yeah. Um, yeah, she's kind of been through like different nations and like studied their cuisine, etc.
Okay. I mean, can't shun a culturally prepared chef. I just kind of like take it in and just smile, no teeth, and kind of like, thank you. I'll let you get back to it. It looks like you're busy.
All right, thank you. Please enjoy yourself.
I
And
kind of like side eye the guy as I walk by, Byron.
yeah, Byron says, "Well, if you do actually enjoy yourself, I do have a bargain for you. You can take your memories of this experience back home with you and share it with the people that you're closest with. Uh, is that something that seems enticing to you?"
May I ask why you are taking away the memory to begin with? Why can I not just leave here and speak with people about it?
I'm
Subtle,
sorry.
classy. Okay.
Actually, I think this is a roll.
Oh,
I think this is dangerous. This
You
is
done did it now.
yeah. What skill is this,
oh
Diego?
God. Uh, shoot. Um, consort? Is this consorting?
Okay, yeah. You're just chatting, right? Just chatting
Yeah.
with friends. This is risky standard.
Okay. Oh no, no one's around to help. Oh, can someone help?
You did indicate Valperga.
Yeah, I did like,
Ooh,
hey, my
yeah.
friend.
Yeah. You came in to just do the ask, right? So, oh God, how can I help with that? I think just like, I do already have a crystal. Like, I could just share this with people who are his friends. He's a friend of mine. Friends friends of Diego's are friends of mine, of course. So I mean, it's not like it's not going to change the target audience of who's going to get to experience this.
I have a weird question.
Hmm.
In our cruise preparation for this, had we ever heard of any individual who had been to the carnival and did retain a much less sketchy retelling or memory of their evening?
No, usually their memory is completely gone.
Okay, so
Also,
sorry.
you've never heard of people going home with these gems before.
Okay, you didn't have to add that last part. Okay, you chose to add that last part. Okay.
Violence, violence.
I'm a spooky GM. What can I say? Yeah, I think Valperga, like you with your like the pin from August's
Mhm,
like architectural firm,
mhm,
like I think that plus what plus what you're saying to
mhm.
Byron, that provides help for Diego
Nice. I
to
will
try
take a
to
stress and help
yeah.
you.
Diego, you can also push yourself or take a devil's bargain.
Ooh.
No, I think this would be a great point to push myself as well.
Okay. Yeah.
You are pushing.
I mean, to be honest, let's be honest. I am stressing myself out
That makes sense.
by asking that question.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So we are consorting. I'm going to take risky down to controlled,
Mm.
and then it'll be standard. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Mm.
A lot of stuff going on in the house right now. Let's see. Okay, so standard and then 1 bonus die.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Good luck. Oh,
Ooh.
4.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
hate to see it. Hate to see it.
At least it wasn't that 3. That would have been
True.
real
I also
bad.
brought it down from risky to controlled.
Yeah.
True.
So
True.
you still succeed with problems.
Um. Yeah, I think that Byron just like stares at you, Diego, and he says, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And to your ears, he is absolutely lying. But he doesn't offer his deal again. He moves away from the two of you, and when you look around, you can feel that the wait staff is treating you all a little bit differently now.
Ooh.
Like all of us? That's not fair.
Yeah, I will go back. I mean, I know Valperga kind of understood what was going on, but I do want to communicate it to the rest of the crew. So kind of like meet back up and just kind of let them know everything that just went down. Tell them who's lying. Tell them that the chef is actually a professional chef. This is like real stuff going on there in that term or in that realm. But
Just
other
the
than that,
world's greatest improvisatory chef.
right.
I mean, yeah, the import export alone to be able to get that in would be ridiculous. So
They just have everything in stock, and then like whatever the memory is, now bring this in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing? Or would you like to proceed to the next course?
So when the soup hit the floor and then went into the fountain,
Uh-huh.
it was just water.
No, I think Diego found that the soup was drained like in a different way.
Oh,
And then
they were somehow separate.
yeah, and then
gotcha.
the water
And then
came
the
in.
fountain was just water. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. There goes that theory. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna do a weird thing then.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something a little silly because like sneaking food is trickier when it's not just like things you can easily put into vials.
Uh-huh.
But it is sashimi, and that's pretty small. So
no.
Valpurgis is testing whether or not this is really like honest to goodness ceiling Leviathan, or something fuckery is happening. And is just gonna like while eating, just gonna finish off their little plate of whale sashimi, and then just tuck one piece in the corner in their cheek in the back of their mouth, and just kind of leave it there and walk out of the room with it and see if it does weird shit in their face.
Okay. Yeah,
then
this is a
leave
roll.
The room.
That is a phrase that does not lead well to anyone. Finding a good, like.
Anyways, how about that devil's bargain?
Would you like a devil's bargain?
I would love a devil's bargain. This sounds like a great time to use one.
Someone notes your absence from the room.
Oh, I'm not gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave when we all move to the next.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, you get what you expect.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Totally.
Oh no.
Absolutely. Yes, let's do that.
It's better than you get what's coming to you. That's the first thing I
Truly.
want to.
None of these options are great. Let's be real.
Okay, so like I'm kind of torn because part of this feels like, so here's my thoughts. Part of this feels like finesse because I'm sleight of facing
Mm-hmm.
this thing, but also part of it feels like study because it's less about like having food in your mouth at a food thing
Ooh.
is not super important. Like that's a thing, people do that all the time. But like I'm really trying to see, like specifically paying really careful attention to the fish in my face. So like I feel like study is more appropriate here, because that's the important part of this, maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think in either case it would have been a risky standard, but yeah, study
No,
would be
makes
yeah.
sense. I have a help request, actually, if that's a thing. I'm open to ideas, but the idea I currently have is, since Diego's made a huge fuss, I'd like to request a trade-off. If you would pay a stress for me, like I did, so that your problem is causing more people to focus on you, so Walpurga can go back to just like eating food and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Diego would
Fantastic.
definitely go and attempt to try to take the attention off of him while attempting this.
Awesome.
How are
So
you doing this, Diego?
you
I
eaten the
will
whale
literally
yet?
say, when I take a bite, I'll just do this. Ugh.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a distraction, all right. Oh boy.
I feel like laser sights out of nowhere are just now dotting.
Yeah,
Goes by, like,
Yeah, Sabine just
I
like
just got
comes up
red
to him and
laser
says, "Is
light.
there a problem?"
Yeah.
I don't know. It just tasted sour for a second. I don't know if it was maybe.
Okay, yeah, this is a help. Yeah, this is a major help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and meanwhile, the way this is going is, when this happens, Valpurga is walking up to Diego like, Diego, I cannot believe you are making a big deal out of the food that I eat, from my home country when I'm back. Chew again, swallow, and I really can't believe you're embarrassing me like this. Put another piece in, pretend to eat it, walk away.
Nice. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Well,
Then I'm gonna push myself to add the extra die as well. So you said risky standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will do risky standard, and I'll take the bonus 3 dice from the Devil's Bargain, my push, and the help.
All right.
Oh lordy,
Good luck.
go 6.
A 6. Yes. Yeah. You walk out of the room, Valpurga, sometime later when everyone is led to the next course, and you find that the numbing, chewy or soft leviathan meat has turned into something crunchy and much more vegetal. And when you like swallow, you realize that this is just like a piece of cabbage that you've been eating.
That's
Yeah, it was
okay.
a raw piece of cabbage too.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Just
So
like, yeah, all right. Just like
you saw that
bell
bitterness.
pepper to face, full Iron Chef we've got here. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's always like, oh, that's that's okay. Oh, well, it's not foul, but it definitely was not. That definitely no. Okay. That's not a fan of that. No. So that's not food. Well, okay, sorry. Technically, it is food. But it's not the food we eat.
And so the bell rings one more time, and you are led into the drawing room, where there are like cigarettes and bottles of liquor and chairs, for people to sit on, etc. And I think that Byron sits in the largest what's it called, armchair, and says, "I thank you again for joining us here today, um, and I welcome you to your main course. Everything in this room can be eaten. Bon appetit." And he gets up, gives everyone utensils, and leaves the room.
Okay, quick clarification for me. Is there like food in the room, or is it like go ahead and eat this table? Like,
You cut into the table, and you see it's some sort of like croque madame or croque monsieur.
okay, first off, fuck you. That's great. I love those
Just
things. Second
Right?
of all, what? It's a crock of shit, is what it is. What the fuck?
You cut into the leather chairs, and they are roasts. You cut into like one of the books, and it's like a ratatouille, like layered vegetables basically that have been roasted.
Shit.
Hmm.
I love all this. Like, I hate it, but I love
Yeah,
every
Yeah,
bit of it.
seriously. Like,
absolutely
okay,
cursed Wonka shit happening.
love this
Oh
for
my
us.
God. Yeah.
Okay. well,
So Byron left, right?
Yeah.
Byron has left, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you notice
Interesting.
that almost all of the servers have also left.
Sketchy.
Yeah, that's
No, that's fine, is what that is. Yes.
Can we leave?
If you
eating
like,
anything
Is
in
yeah.
this
there a
room? Like,
visible is there a visible exit from here, or as we've been led through, like there's nothing
Yeah.
barring our
Yeah, no,
or
it's
rather
it's you're free to move around, yeah.
okay. Is it indicated where after the main course we would go next?
It has not been indicated. You assume, well, other people in the room assume that they're just going to come back and lead you to the next course.
okay, so they're like eating the furniture. So everyone else is eating the furniture, right?
Oh, they are tucking
They're
in.
going
They are
in.
having
Okay,
a
they're going at it.
blast.
Okay.
Yeah, some people have even like discarded their utensils and are
And are
going
you-
like full face first into everything.
oh God.
Okay. Um.
I poke Marlin with a fork.
You're taking that everything a little too far at this point.
Oh,
Marlin is a person, yes. Is not food.
sorry.
Arlen is friend, not food.
Do I have to try? I was going to do it myself.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Quinn has definitely lost their appetite seeing essentially the guests outside of our party just start to give in to this nature of themselves. Like, yeah, they're just somehow no longer hungry,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is not real life because damn.
Player character separation, very much so. At this point.
Right?
Yeah.
Just has the gems that were given to Valperga and Quinn, have they changed in any way?
No.
The door that they left, was there just one door that they all left through?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Can I peek my head through?
Sure. Yeah. You peek your head through into the foyer. You see a bunch of stairs leading up, hallways leading to other parts of the restaurant. Also, the door smells strongly of potatoes and onions.
French onion door.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So we don't want to be in this room where the staff and Byron left, right? Like is that the general vibe I'm getting?
If it's possible for us to extricate ourselves, I think that might be an interesting plan.
Yeah, like
Would be worth having a look.
to exit through
Pretty.
the door they left through.
When
I can
Arlen
al-
looked into that room, was there like it was just the room that we'd previously been in? There wasn't anyone in there.
It was. I think Arlen, though, you hear steps echoing up the stairs upwards.
Okay. Does it sound like they're coming towards or away?
Away.
Okay. I feel like there's an opportunity.
So nobody's watching.
No, not
I'm
that
gonna
you can see.
I stick the crystal through the door. Like I just in my hand, push it out the door to see if it changes. Like when we leave the threshold, does the crystal change, or is it just
No.
like no? Okay,
It's still the same. Yeah.
all right, cool.
Have you tried eating a crystal?
No, but now that you mention it, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard today. Ballparker will take a tentative crunch on the crystal like a gold chip, like a coin check. It's like a what in the
and you're going to
that
yell
is
at
not
me for
food.
using a fork.
good.
That is not food.
Yes, like you, it's not food.
At least that's
Yeah,
cleared that air. That's fine. Hmm.
I would say far be it for me to find out what the rest of this experience is. I do feel as though this presents an opportunity for us.
Oh no, I'm pretty done with this. I feel like I only need to see so much plagiarism before I get it.
Wow.
Like,
It's hard being a restaurateur, okay? I'm just saying, it's hard.
No, I understand that, but if I'm served whale sashimi that turns out to be cabbage, I think I've gotten the gist of it at this point.
Diego is just finishing off the tip of like a candelabra, and he's like, "Yeah, I agree." I
What
agree.
the?
The candelabra is a shrimp flavored wafer.
Oh my god, is your candelabra shrimp chips?
Mhm.
Oh
Shrimp
my
chip
god.
candelabra.
We may never leave this room if you don't stop talking. So
You just hear Diego like it's silence, but Diego's like munching on a candelabra.
oh god.
Good. Ah, my lord.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? It sounds like no one wants to stay in the drawing room.
No.
No, I don't feel safe.
No, I think
What?
I think
Why?
yeah. What? No, don't do that. No, don't even.
What? What are you saying about?
I do have a disguise kit. I don't know what that includes if I wanted to use it. I could possibly dress up like part of the wait staff.
You probably have to take the hat off.
At the
It is
at
soaked in
Diego's
soup, so
yeah.
I kind of
It is-
lean forward and the soup just drips out.
Pulls out.
Finally,
Yeah.
finally.
At Diego's mention of possibly changing his outfit, Quinn kind of leans over, gives his face a look and says, "Oh, there's something that you've been needing all evening." And then Quinn reaches up and takes off the wax nose and just says, "Oh, much better."
What if someone notices me? Oh.
So is it disguising ourselves as waitstaff? Is that what we're going with today?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of outfits were the wait staff, as far as we could tell, servers and other staff wearing?
White button down, black slacks, black apron.
Oh,
Maybe some sort of like neck thing. Probably bow ties.
excellent.
Yeah.
I also have fine clothes and jewelry.
That might be too
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay, That's too fine. But
Walpurga's like, well, I was ready for this.
Diego's. I can dig it.
yeah, I think yeah, Quinn would have brought subterfuge supplies and starts like the outfit just kind of they start like turning the scarf over and turning the shirt, and it is an approximation of it's an
Ooh.
approximation of like the plain whites, and the their dress kind of turns in on itself to approximate slacks, just to kind of blend in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so if everyone has like items like these, you can just tick off their load on your inventory, and yeah, we'll say that you all just like found a quiet spot to do this quick change, and you can be dressed as the waitstaff.
Okay.
I would say Diego very reluctantly like takes his hat off and places it on the table next to him, and
Valpurga takes the hat because Valpurga has, like, again, light pink hair and is pretty freaking noticeable, and just like,
Sure.
oh, that's perfect. Just sticks that in, sticks it under the hat. Oh, hold on.
That makes sense. Yeah.
please tell me you have a bowler
Wait.
hat.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
this
my
is
god.
too real.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about the screaming
go.
kids in the background.
I just now
Not
imagine
quite
the
a bowler,
dismay of
but-
Diego of actually now flattening
Nice.
out the brim of Diego's bowler to make this happen.
Yeah, just like ruining it. Absolutely.
Diego just bites his fist.
Nice.
No.
Diego, you did notice that when you left that room, you were still munching on that shrimp wafer, but it had turned into a carrot, like a slice of carrot in your mouth.
Definitely a flavor profile change.
I mean, I'm not mad at them for being, possibly vegetarian, vegan, and all. I'm not mad at that, but this is definitely false advertising.
They're
Right.
vegetarian and vegan. They're clearly evil. That's why we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Wow, be now
Oh,
now.
wow. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute.
He's not with us. Andrew. He's not with us.
I
It's
must
okay, Chancellor.
I must legally say that was a joke.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, as long as you don't follow it up with, like, some of my best friends are pescatarians.
No.
Just don't do that. Trust me.
Yeah, so you guys are in your waitstaff wear. What is everyone going to go upstairs?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like we should quietly go up the stairs.
So the second floor is even more nicely appointed rooms. You assume that the meal continues upstairs, but there is another less ostentatious set of stairs that lead upwards. Are you still going up?
Now, I will say that before we got here, I did notice that no matter what the time of the day is, the top floor, it's like the fourth floor, there's a room. It's always lit. It's always occupied by someone.
All right.
Now I feel like we could get some answers from there, or at least a knowledge of what's going on. Or potentially we could walk straight into someone, but that's the risk.
I mean, if we're investigating it, we might as well.
Risk
right?
no reward.
Right.
The noises of any staff, or did they seem to carry up those other stairs, or do they seem to carry around the same level that we've walked up to?
It's both. Yeah.
Mm.
You realize that there might be staff upstairs that might clock you. So if you do go upstairs, it would be a roll. However, I would encourage you all to make this a group roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How we do that? Does
So a
everyone
group
roll,
roll,
or
a group roll is you all choose a point person and a specific skill, and everyone rolls that skill and takes their highest die. And it is as if the point person had rolled all of everyone's highest die. So if
Mm.
one person within the group
okay.
rolls a 6, then it's as if everyone rolled a 6.
Gotcha.
But if one person or more rolls a 3 or under, then the point person will take stress damage equal to that number.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Also, welcome to Dimples and Dice and your rating party.
Woo!
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome.
hey.
Um,
Okay. Are we? What were we doing? I think we were sneaking.
You're
So yep,
sneaking up to
Yeah.
the
This
third
sneaking.
floor, I believe.
Anybody good at prowl? Because
I've
I'm
got
like patently okay at it.
yeah, I've got 1 on it.
I've got
Awesome.
nothing in prowl. No.
Just the one.
I've also got 1. Good job, us.
I mean, you could take a different
Could.
I feel like this is either prowl for sneaking,
Yeah.
command for or command or sway for simply like, of course we belong here.
yes, yeah.
Ooh,
I was thinking
yeah.
that.
I could definitely do sway.
Could
I'm just saying, one, I can tell if somebody's lying, and two, the whole sway issue or whatever could easily be passed off as like, even if we are in the wrong, we could be like, oh, sorry, wrong door or something like that,
Can
and just
I
try to
make
lie
an
about it.
argument for a consort instead?
Okay.
Okay.
Because as our test game established, I have a seriously overworked freelance temp.
Mm.
Oh,
Jenna,
Are they
who
working
now
tonight?
I feel bad.
I would like to say they are.
Oh no.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm happy to pay like a flashback stress for that too, if possible, if needed. But yeah, I'd like to say
Yeah.
Jenna that cool. I'd like to say that Jenna was encouraged to find a job here because everyone who works for this Blaze character seems to think he's a great employer, and they have no complaints. I'm sure you'll have a great time, and if you don't, you won't remember.
You're the worst. Wow.
Yeah, Jenny is into it. I imagine that part that you whispered, like you didn't. That wasn't for.
No,
for
that was
your
in
feedback.
my brain for my conscience. Yeah,
Exactly. So, yeah, this will be a 1 cost flashback.
perfect.
Although spiders might have abilities.
Spiders do, but not for this.
Got it. Okay.
The one I have doesn't work on flashbacks. It only works for assists.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we're thinking consort.
Yeah, I think I know at least I'm fairly strong at that. I don't know about everyone else's dice pools. I wanted to put more options on the table for us.
If it's
Yeah.
consort with this flashback, then it would be risky great.
Risky great. That checks out, yeah.
I was going to say my strongest attribute to this would be some sort of distraction.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like we reached one of our milestones
Ooh, did we?
of $1,200. So thank you to everyone
That's
who
awesome.
donated. Yes.
Heck yeah. The soup giveaway. Great.
Eh.
If you can soup.
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 Okay.
Awesome.
So do we all have to roll the same skill, or can we roll different? How
It
does
has
this
to be the same skill.
It has to be the same skill. Okay.
Yeah, that's how group actions work.
All right. So
I mean, alternatively, you all can roll separately with different skills.
Oh.
and then it's kind of everybody for themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
I kind of like that. That's
Yeah,
fun.
so do I.
Like I'm okay. I'm down to do the group action, but like I do kind of like the every person for themselves on the faking your way to being a waiter. Kind
Okay.
of thing.
In
kind of funny to
in
me.
that case, only Valpurga gets the risky great effect
Fair.
with consort.
Okay.
Okay.
Devil's bargains all around.
Oh, 100%.
Devil's
One
bargain.
one large group devil's bargain.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh,
oh
no.
yeah. You
What
guys
a
find out
guess.
exactly what's happening here.
Oh.
Oh, that's so vague and so threatening. Okay. But also
yeah, we
yes.
kind of have to. We have to take
Yeah,
it. Yes,
that sounds
we
great.
have to take
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Done. Sold immediately.
Yeah, who would like to go first? Tell me what skill you're using.
Push. Yeah. Oof.
oh, this should be interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, I think. Oh, wait. I saw somebody else. Take a breath.
Yeah. Okay. I was just gonna say I'll probably just do consort to kind of keep it the same way. Just we're all making our way through this thing and talking like we belong and stuff. But I'll say that I'm not going. I will take that devil's bargain for sure.
Okay.
What are we gonna be calling it though? That's the thing.
Diego, you're rolling separately from everyone else, so this would be a risky standard.
Okay.
And I would like to help what with the thing that I've gotten. Actually, so it's a question. Can I trade having a risky great effect for a risky standard effect and use that to help the folks in help some and trade that for a bonus help die without having to expend a stress for other people?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That will be. I'll say that that is an extra help for everyone then.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Then I will do that. So, all of y'all got more dice.
Okay. I
Oh, also,
Not my favorite.
how do boons work for us?
We can count that as a help. You can use that as a help.
Okay.
Okay.
So either an extra die or change your positioning.
Because I've got 2 of those to burn.
I think as much as the social skills might work in this case, I think Quinn would be doing their best to help by using a tune.
Ooh.
There is something weird happening here. Something supernatural, maybe magical, possibly demonic with the whole memory deal thing. So I think the way Quinn is approaching their approach is to, I guess, lightly immerse the crew in whatever magic is happening here to let us know, like, at the very least, let us know a little more like the right way to act or behave
Okay.
to kind of let us blend in a bit.
So this you're doing this to help everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that this is if you spend let's say 2 stress, you can cover everyone, including yourself.
Okay. Burp burp. All right, and do I roll with that skill?
You're just trying to make this
Or
effect.
is this help? Yeah, like okay, so I can, that's right. Okay, 2 stress to help everybody. Right.
Yes.
Had to get it right in my head. So yes, that's what Quinn is doing, using their touch with the weird to try and help everybody blend in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Arlen and Valpurga. What are you guys doing?
I think Alan here would probably just stick with a prowl. He'll try and just kind of stick to the shadows, and just because my understanding is he wants to be as almost as quiet as possible, but it also, if there's an opportunity to do so, then maybe cause some sort of distraction in the future. So
That makes sense.
keeping
All
it
right.
quiet now. So it'll just be a prowl check.
Yeah. That is a risky standard, but you do have one help die that you can use
Okay.
on that.
Risky. So one bonus die.
Yes, one bonus die. Would you like to push yourself?
No.
Okay.
Maybe I should have done.
Maybe you should have done it. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. We will.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll get to that after Valpurga rolls. What are you doing?
Valpurga is consorting, and I'd like to capitalize, or I'd like to add to Arlen's failure to that flavor, if that's cool with you.
What are you thinking?
Valpurga has basically found Jenna and is like, oh, you work here too. Oh, you did take my advice. I'm so happy. Like, look, isn't it great? Oh, you get to where you're raining food on people with more money than sense. This is lovely, isn't it? I'm like, I'm so glad that you found a good work. What's with that guy? He's like crawling around by the shadows over there. He's a little weird. Don't mind him. And then keep that's and basically uses Arlen's failure to pass himself off as just like, oh, this is okay. I don't get paid to deal with that. I'm clearly an employee.
Nice. Yeah.
And so we had a bonus die from.
Yes, from your contact.
Yeah. Okay. So risky, standard, and then Devil's Bargain, bonus contact, and from Quinn's Arcane Help. Correct. All right. Oh, that's a lot of ones.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Wow.
crap.
So close. Oh, that could have been real
I don't know if
bad.
the rolls are on screen for the benefit. That's like
Uh,
3 ones,
three
a 5
one-
and a 6.
A 5 and a 6. Yeah,
It
that is
was
a
like
wow.
really was like, wow, you threw your friend under the bus. You should fail this, huh?
Yeah, basically.
Ooh. Okay, still a 6 though. So
Yeah, I think
Plus.
you're about to say something, Valpurga. But Jenna is able to curb whatever you're about to say that was about to like give you away.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, Arlen, I think that Byron is standing here. The third floor you find is the kitchen. Like all the food is being prepared here. Like there's a beehive of activity. And Byron says, you over there," and he's like pointing at Arlen, the skulker. Here, come upstairs.
Me?
I need help. I need help with something. Just come.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
you are brought
Well.
up to the fourth floor, where you find in this attic space, Byron has set up some very like weird magical science stuff. Like it's very reminiscent of Valpurga's contact, who created the Mountain Dew juice. And there are just like magical circles inscribed everywhere. All of the windows have been painted black. And in the middle of this space, um, with all these like tools and weird devices scattered everywhere, you see like hundreds of these tiny red gems, and they are arranged in the shape of a person. And they are in the middle of a circle of copper wire that has been twisted into different mystical symbols. And he says, "Yeah, just empty out those red gems onto the figure, and we can get started. While downstairs on the third floor, half of the staff begins to leave the kitchen as a bell rings out throughout the restaurant.
Were we as the sneaky and not so sneaky crew in the kitchen?
You are all in the kitchen. You all like are okay.
Arlen
Did we
just
see actual
called.
food?
Yeah, there's actual food cooking. Yeah,
Is it anything like what we ate
Does it
downstairs?
smell? Yeah,
absolutely
like
not.
is
Absolutely
it just
not.
the bland smell of boiled vegetables cascading through this kitchen?
I mean, it's like
boiled broccoli. Like, oh no.
it's not that, but it's not as like fine dining, so to speak.
Okay.
Like the food is cooked well, and if you taste it, it tastes very good. But it's just not what you were being served downstairs. Like if the show downstairs are like the dressing, this is the salad. This is what's underneath, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is everyone doing? As I think some of the cooks are giving tasks to everyone on the third floor.
Following Arlen, like, oh no.
Yeah, I think I think that as a crew we are diligently slacking, I think would be the word in this. Like we are clearly there with the rest of the staff and we are clearly listening and clearly taking orders. It's just everyone else seems to be getting their order and doing their thing just a hair before us. I mean, we're obviously there and helpful, but no, you got that. Oh, you got So I would say that we are probably diligently slacking to try and hang behind as best we can while making it, we're good at slacking.
No.
Okay.
Who
So
among us is not good at slacking? Let's be real.
Valberg is diligently delegating everything that he gets told to somebody else. Yeah.
I swear, Valperga, like you better be careful when your interns unionize. They're coming for you. Okay.
Right.
They're
right.
not my interns.
Jenna's gonna have some words later. That's
Oh,
all
no,
I'm
sir.
saying.
I am
Well,
casually
if you're
avoiding Jenna.
members.
Jenna is my friend. Jenna gets told by Blaze. I tell everyone else what Blaze told me to do, and they go
Damn.
back.
Damn. So are you all trying to get upstairs to the fourth floor?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we're trying to hang
Yeah, in a
back
roundabout way.
and
Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
as the kitchen staff does the bustle for the next course, we're kind of behind them,
We're the hustle.
leaving. But
away.
yeah, but we're
Nice.
but we're eyeing that additional staircase.
Okay. Yeah. Then again, this can be like a group action, or you all can do like individual roles. But yeah, tell me how what skill you're using.
Yeah, for this one, Quinn would rely on sway.
Yeah, same.
Again, it's definitely the I'm obviously supposed to be here and doing exactly what I want. Now stop noticing me.
Makes sense.
If we're all
yeah.
using, or if we're all using sway, we could just group roll that. That seems reasonable, I think. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Like do an actual group check.
Yeah, I feel like we casually avoided doing it the last time. Maybe we should like show it off.
Yeah.
this time.
Sure.
Who's the point person on this?
Yeah.
To be clear, the point person will take stress equal to the number of people who failed their roll.
God.
Oh goodness, hold on.
Okay. Diego's already kind of stressed.
Okay. I
Who's
then at this point,
I have. Diego has. Right.
Quinn took a bit to help, but at this point, they're willing to risk it.
Gotcha.
to
for the
get us out of
restaurant
here,
next.
That
Yeah.
sounds
hopefully
like
intact.
it sounds like you're on it then.
All right, we got our point
Um,
person.
Can you assist in a group action? Does that work?
No,
Not
because
really,
like,
right? Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
because being the group kind of like occupies your action, I suppose.
Yes. Okay.
So do we all roll with the same conditions separately?
Yes, the same skill, the same conditions. This would be a desperate standard.
Oh,
Hmm.
that checks out. Okay, so we just roll all of ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, that's a success at least.
Desperate standard. I'm going to push myself for a bonus die. Good thing I did.
Nice. Also a success.
I'm just terrifiedly waiting for the rest of these rolls before
Yeah.
I go.
You're up.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Good
Oh, that's right,
turn.
because it's just, oh gosh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fail. Okay, so just take one stress. But thankfully, you guys succeeded, but with a cost. Here
Yeah.
is the cost. It takes you a while to do this.
Fair.
I think that the head chef is Sabine is very aware of what's happening in the kitchen, so she makes sure to like forcibly give you guys each like explicitly worded tasks, and so it just like takes everyone like a while to get away from the kitchen long enough that the bell rings again
Oh no.
to indicate
Oh,
the next
so close.
course. Also significantly, Arlen, you are left up here for some time with Byron here, and he's just telling you to like do this, like adjust that, make sure XYZ is in place, and he's like, we have to make sure that everything's ready for the dessert, and he has like this sort of like manic smile on his face. Are you following like all of his instructions, Arlen?
100% to Arlen's best ability, which is
Okay.
probably about 50%.
Nice.
Good.
He's trying.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're not like actively trying to sabotage this, then
Not right now.
okay. Yeah. So you also hear the bell for the next course, and Quinn, Diego, and Valperga stumble up the stairs to this floor, and Byron says, "What are all of you? Wait, aren't you guests here? What are you doing in this space?"
Oh no, clearly we live here.
I don't know. Do we look like guests?
Well,
Yeah, just
I didn't call for any of you. Go back downstairs and get the food out.
Yes, the head chef
The
is
ritual
calling
is
for you.
almost
Sabine,
done.
no. Sabine said that we should come and assist because she needs you. I'm sorry. Sabine said that we should come and assist whatever's going on up here because Sabine needs you in the kitchen. I don't know if it was anything specific, but I believe that maybe someone, and Quinn looks very, very, very like completely like down at their shoes. Someone complained about the food.
Oh, this is a roll.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
desperate.
here.
Oh, wait, which skill?
I think. Let's see here. Yeah, this is definitely more of a social thing. So yeah, I feel like there will be a sway to just get this lie through.
Yeah. that checks out.
Ooh.
That would be desperate standard.
Mm.
Also for the
Ah.
audience, I have a, what is this, 8-step courses clock up,
Uh-huh.
and there's
Yep.
only one pie slice left unfilled. So
Yep.
Yeah.
just to
Um,
let you in on that tension.
let's see here. I think I'm going to push myself. Oh, that's a lot of stress.
I would like to help.
How are you helping?
Stress
Valkyria?
situation.
So, I would like to use the spider, that special ability the spider has, called Foresight. 2 times per score, you can assist a teammate without paying stress. Tell us how you prepared for this. And Valpurga, like with a completely different voice, completely different tone of voice, eyes staring down at the floor, hasn't like moved from the picture of subservience from when he came up here. It says, the gentleman in the red coat and the blue eye is making noise again about the food.
Nice.
I've prepared for it by making a scene earlier.
Wow.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair.
So take a die for me lying about me lying.
Let's see. I think. What is the best thing to do here? To change position or take a die?
Taking if the effect is still good, taking a die always helps.
Okay,
Like,
then we'll add a bonus. It's risky standard. Sorry, no,
ooh,
did you say
Desperate
desperate?
standard.
I think
Desperate standard.
Quinn has a boon too. I think potentially.
Oh,
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that was a Quinn could use a boon or a Quinn got a boon. I wasn't sure,
I don't.
but I think
If
we all
didn't
have
use
one.
them yet,
Yeah.
then we all have
think we
one
will.
yet.
Yes. So
I think. Can I use that boon to improve the position?
Yes, to risky standard.
Okay, all right.
Also, would you like a devil's bargain?
Of course, I would like a devil's bargain.
Excellent.
How do I want to see? Here's
how
where
badly,
it comes.
how possibly badly
into
can a
play.
structured lie get us? I mean, honestly.
Yeah, how do I word this to make you want the thing is always the question, right? Okay. You get to see what Byron has been working towards.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, that is good. I will absolutely take that bargain.
Okay.
I think. Can I update the? Let's see. I still have a bonus die. It's standard.
Risky standard, yeah.
Okay. I think. Can I change the position to controlled?
Okay. Controlled standard.
Controlled standard with 1 bonus. And please roll 20. Don't hate me this much. Oh, for.
Oh. No.
So that was a failure.
Yeah, yeah. I think.
Oh no, you did. You brought all the way up to control from that. Oh boy.
It is controlled though. So yeah. What's his name? Byron says, "God, you know what? Fuck him." And then he flips a switch.
Fair.
And all of this electricity like surges into the circle around this body-shaped pile of red gems. And
Wait,
in
body
your
shaped? I must have missed that part.
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's shaped like it's shaped like a body.
Oh, great.
In your pockets, Valpurga and Quinn, the clear gem shatters, and both of you will take the not yet. It's not affecting you yet, but you can feel that something is pulling at you like spiritually. But he says, "There. I will be downstairs and I will watch as that twit goes down. Keep this thing safe. Make sure no one touches it. And he walks the stairs back down. There's something happening here because
First off, we're definitely touching everything, right?
We
Okay.
touch everything.
the gems start to like melt together.
Oh,
Okay.
there's electricity, right?
There's electricity. Yeah. What do you guys
Hey,
say?
hey, Arlen, you want to break some stuff, buddy?
Now this is why I'm here.
Great. Here's some water, and I hand him the 2 vials from the water I took. Let's do that. And that's when you make your rec roll. I'm going to pay for the assist because water,
Nice.
electricity, and subtle machines should not go together.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. So before I do a rec roll, which I will be doing to cause some sort of tampering on this,
Mm.
so I can maybe potentially assist this. Can I potentially do another role, which is maybe a study or a survey role, just to because I helped set up a lot of this and I
That's
did a few
true.
jobs, and I
Yeah.
wanted to see if I studied enough or saw enough to maybe potentially wreck something in a particular place where it will be most effective.
All right. Yeah, let's make that roll. Also, welcome to D4 RPG and your raiding party. We are close to the end of our Blades in the Dark session. Arlen, I
Okay.
think if you're using study,
Mhm.
then this would be a risky standard roll.
Okay. So it's just to maybe see if it will help.
Mhm.
Okay, so risky standard.
Ooh, a 5.
2 5s. I'll take that.
Yes, you know what to do, like where to put what cords to cut, etc. But now that electricity is running through these copper wires, you realize that there is a chance that you might get electrocuted by doing this, even if you throw water on there.
That's fine. I'm sure he's been electrocuted more than once in his life.
Oh boy.
Do you mean
actually
his
agree.
risk? You're willing to take his risk?
To take the risk.
To take the risk.
Valiant. Valiant. Very good.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Arlen, you're doing this rec roll.
I am. And I'm also a saboteur, so when I wreck, the work is much quieter than it should be, and the damage is hidden from casual inspection.
Okay, yeah, this is desperate great then.
Okay.
You got a help from Valpurga from that vial of soup and water.
Okay. I do have a boon, don't I?
Hmm.
Yeah, the casual bonuses of growing up with Asian food, miso soup and phones do not work well together. Turns out.
I will actually use my boon. If you're using your boon, I will use
Mhm.
mine to cancel it out.
Oh, counterspelled me.
Oh.
Wow.
Counterspelled the counterspell. Okay, right.
Sorry. Hmm. Okay, yeah, counterspell my counterspell.
Oh no!
Okay.
We've all played Magic.
Surprise.
Okay, so what shall I? So if it's the boon, what does that change?
You can use it like a help. So you can improve your position, or you can add a die. Yeah.
I'd probably put it to controlled.
So you can only improve it by one step. So desperate would become risky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, it's
So
okay, yeah.
risky, standard, and then I had an extra die, didn't I? From the water.
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's risky, great. But yeah, we can just if you've already put it in, but
Oh no, I can cancel it. Hold on. Wreck. Risky. Great. Okay.
Mhm.
And then no bonus dice.
I believe Valperga gave
Yes.
you some water. Yeah.
I did, yeah. Bonus.
Okay.
Good luck.
Mm.
Oh, damn. So that is a 1 and 2 twos. Arlen, you throw the water onto the live wire, and you see that it is having some effect, but not a lot. And
Okay.
so you take out your tools and you start
Yep.
like going to town. But in the process, you take the level 2 harm, electrocuted, and you are actually thrown into the circle of wires as this strange begemmed figure starts to move and starts to rise up out of the ground.
Oh, I hate that.
This is great for us.
Team Scoundrel choking in the last mile aggressively.
So
The dice
what do you
been with
guys
us this entire game and now not. Oh.
True. Valperga and Quinn, you are starting to feel tired for some reason.
Yeah, that
Well,
checks out. No.
for an obvious reason.
Yeah,
Some
for that
reason. Yeah,
reason.
okay. Yeah.
What would you guys like to do? Arlen is trapped within this like arcing line of electricity with this strange gem thing.
Okay. So when Arlen was doing their like look around to see if there was anything particularly like breakable in this space,
Mhm.
did they happen to point out anything that would be perhaps shootable?
I think you saw the piece of or the length of wire that Arlen was trying to work on, but the just the feedback from the electricity just like threw him over. So you assume that
Yeah,
maybe shooting that piece would help.
targeting that would be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case,
Also, really
Arlen.
quick, I have created a new clock
Oh no.
called
Oh, that's
What?
good.
No. Oh
the
That's
no, I don't like
awesome.
Reborn.
that.
No, no, not a fan.
No. No.
I
It's
hate that.
called the Reborn.
The Reborn of Ireland.
Oh,
Okay.
that's awful. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we're in full break shit mode. I'm gonna shoot it. A thing that
Okay.
I am patently mediocre at. So Arlen just kind of like does the taxi driver with the wrist flip and a little tiny like derringer pops out of his sleeve and he's like, "Oh God!" and then shoots. So I will tick off that in my loadout the concealed palm pistol that doesn't cost me any load,
Nice.
um, and then I will. I guess it is a precision shot, so I guess Hunt is pretty good for this.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Um,
This is risky standard.
checks out. I would like to hear a devil's bargain. If anyone has an assist idea, I would love one of those because I don't have a lot of dice. Okay.
Devil's Bargain, Byron shows up.
Oh dear.
Oh, cool! I can shoot him the next turn too. The worst. Yeah, fine, done, sold immediately.
Alrighty.
Cool. All right. Yes.
How are you
please.
helping? Nice.
Okay.
Mhm. Mm. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Hold up. I think
Uh-oh.
Dan, you were muted for that whole time. I think.
Dan, oh no.
Am I
Oh,
muted?
were you?
Not for us, you're not.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
for
we
us. You
can
are.
hear you.
1 second.
Oh, okay.
We're figuring out the audio problem.
Gotcha.
Okay, it looks like Jared said
And
you're
perhaps
back.
Can
you're
I?
back now.
I'm
Oh,
good.
you're
I'm
back.
back.
Hey,
Okay, cool.
just
cool.
run
All
over
right.
that whole thing one more time. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So really quick, like just like warp speed. Diego carries around a cane, or he used to at least, and now he pulls out his cane. It's actually a cane sword, and he will use it to try and barricade the door prior
Yeah, from
to
the inside.
Baron running back in.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool. So I will take those bonus dice because I don't have very many. You said risky standard, right?
Risky standard. Yeah.
Cool. Risky standard. And then the bonus dice from both the help, the devil's bargain, and my tiny pea shooter of a gun. So
Mm-hmm.
let's
Good luck.
oh yeah, right. That's way better. Yes, I'll take
Okay.
that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
God.
you shoot the wire that Arlen had begun to work on, and everything just like shuts off.
Cool.
Arlen, the reborn, the creature that was coming for you, just like stiffens and just falls over, and one of its arms cracks off. And Arlen, you notice that its hand reminds you a lot of the hand on that statue that you
Mhm.
saw in the courtyard below.
Okay.
And as Byron, you hear him like slamming against the doorway that Diego had barricaded. I think all of you are able to grab that arm and bust through one of these painted windows and run off into the night. Um, I think after the next day, you hear of people who were enjoying a dessert at this restaurant, uh, who who came through and found that they were just eating like a Nilla wafer or something equally
Oh
like
no.
basic,
Mhm.
It's like
and they're like,
it's a
"What?"
pizzelle, like
Yeah, and like they recount their experiences in the restaurant up to that point. They've retained their memories, and they're like, "But wait, why did that sashimi taste weirdly like cabbage?" And like everyone who had been affected by the memory weirdness at this restaurant slowly begins to regain what they had lost. And all of you are have found yourselves with this strange piece of an arm made from fused gemstones, created by a man who just wanted to get his fiance back.
yeah, that ain't it.
There's other fish in the sea, my dude. Okay.
That's not the way you do it.
No.
No.
Well, thank you for playing Blades in the Dark with me. I had a ton of
Gosh,
fun. I hope y'all had fun too.
I was so
I had a
good.
blast.
That was an
It was
entire
nice.
mess. I
It was
love it.
it was a cool take on weird science.
Yeah.
So chaotic.
And
Oh
thank
gosh.
you to our audience for watching and contributing to the Greater Restoration Charity Fund. And I hope you all have a great time with whatever games come up next. So, bye.